Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Are we live? I think we are. Yay! I'm so excited. And honestly, I wasn't sure I was going to be. It's been an interesting morning. This is a very timely live. I'm very excited to be here and share with you. And you're going to get some kind of real life examples of how this plays out and how you can use what we're talking about today to your advantage. So, super pumped to be here and chat with you. It's been a while. I didn't realize that we actually hadn't had a live since. I just want to make sure that I am not muted. No, I'm not. Okay, good. Sometimes I forget to unmute. Then I'm afraid that I'm going to forget all the things. Anyway, say hi if you're here. Do hashtag replay if you're here on the replay. And I just am pumped to dig into this day. And I hadn't realized that I hadn't been here live since we did the Heal Flow Glow masterclass. And that seems like it was just yesterday, but that was September 4th. It's like 6 weeks ago. I cannot believe it. It is unreal to me that that much time has passed. I don't know. This last half of the year always seems to really fly by. Who else is with me? Who feels like the time is just flying by? I hate that my dad was right when he told me when I was a kid that I would blink and things would be moving so fast. So to enjoy the here and now. Wise advice. Wise advice. Of course, when you're 17, you just don't hear that. Anyway, super excited to be here with you for your capacity code, expanding beyond overwhelm. This has been something that has been consistently coming up in the conversations that I have been having with a lot of you. Overwhelm is very present right now. Who feels like they're a little bit overwhelmed? Like there's a lot on the list that there's a lot to do, that you feel like you're constantly running behind, that you're never going to catch up. Like who can feel that energy? And for me, it's less about the things to do and more about I have things to accomplish and it seems to be moving very slow. And I find it a little bit frustrating. So this can show up in so many ways. And I've really been feeling it too. Like I've been feeling it even today. Like this morning has not been like the textbook best morning that I would script for myself. Like it has been a little bit wonky, a little bit off. I'm feeling a little bit of tightness in my chest, a little bit of upset in my belly. And I really considered postponing and being like, no, I don't feel my best. I think I'll wait until I'm at like a higher energy and, really do this justice. And then I thought, but wait, like the idea for this live came from a response, was inspired by you. And I was fired up and ready and I made the notes and I was so excited to share it with you. And like literally it came to me like 2 days ago. And so now that things are feeling a little sticky, it's like, well, maybe I'll wait. Or maybe this is my invitation to stretch, to allow myself to lean into the tools that I'm going to talk to you about today and really bring you something magical that is going to help you in your day-to-day life and also shows what it looks like in action. So here I am. And now that the live has started, I already feel immensely better and way more pumped to share than I did even 10 minutes ago. So I want you to know that I feel it too. Like I feel the energy that we're in right now. And the thing about becoming more of yourself and tuning more deeply into your body and giving yourself what you need is that you actually become more sensitive to the energy around you. And if someone had told me that when I was first starting this journey, I think it might have terrified me. So please know it's not to terrify you. But the awesome thing is that your ability to handle it also expands. And so your capacity grows. And that is so important as we come into this new paradigm. We are heading into a brand new paradigm, a whole new way of being. And that's why things kind of feel a little bit crazy right now. The world as we know it is literally crumbling under our feet. Like you can feel it. Right? Like what used to work is no longer working. What used to feel light now feels heavy. We're moving from that paradigm of survival and coming into alignment where people are more focused on what feels good than in achievement and getting the things and putting on a show. People are really more on it, like more concerned with being honest and authentic and showing the real face of what life looks like. But that also brings in a healthy dose of fear, which is why there's so much weird energy right now. Like there's like some people are really clinging to the old way of being. It's not going to help. We're moving. We're moving to the other side. And so this live is actually going to be super helpful. If you're still clinging to that old life, like we're going to help you relax that grip a little bit today. And what we all knew is about to change drastically. I don't say that to instill more fear. Like it isn't to bring more fear. It is to say it has never been more imperative to be anchored into your own energy, into your own body, into the truth of who you are. Like this is so important. The work that we're doing here in this group right now is so important. Being connected to your body is so important. Knowing who you are at a soul deep level is the key to navigating all this craziness with some ease, with the ability to kind of take a breath and for you not to have to fall into bed crying, wondering what the hell is going on. Am I having a nervous breakdown? Am I having a midlife crisis? Am I meant to be doing something else? Like, why is nothing working? Why is nothing moving? Why is nothing changing? Who can relate? Who can relate? And who's kind of tired of the same damn pattern showing up? Like I can honestly say, I feel you. I'm with you. I'm going through it too. It's at a different level, but it's still all happening to all of us. And that's what's inspired me to create this live because I see you struggling and I see you wanting better for yourself. And I see you wanting to work out more frequently and wanting to make more time for who and what you love and wanting to move more joyfully through your days where everything feels a little bit lighter, a little bit more joyful, a little bit more fun. And I also see the challenges that are coming alongside that desire and feeling like life is just a little too much, that you're overwhelmed by the endless to-do list and wondering if there's more than the constant hustle and grind followed by the crash and burn. Who's ready to blow that cycle out of the water? Hands down below if you're done with that cycle. There is more. That knowing that there's more available to you, that is real. You know it, you feel it is deep inside you, and you know that there's more available to you than what you are experiencing now. So let's talk about how we can unlock that. So life feels a little bit more fun, a little bit more flowy, a bit more exciting, even when everything kind of feels like it's falling apart around you. Who's ready? I'm excited. So we touched on this already, but I do want to just say, let's talk about why it all feels a little bit heavy and overwhelming at first. It's partly because of this paradigm, but even like the simplest of tasks sometimes can feel like a fuck ton of work. It's like, I don't want to empty that dishwasher. I don't want to get a shower. I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to leave this house today. I just want to lie flat and do nothing and be. Who has been in that place? This because there's no room in your body for what you truly want, because you are carrying so much of what you are never meant to carry. And that it's your lack of capacity. You don't have capacity. And so that is what makes human design so special. It is the science of the aura. That is what people feel from you before you even, like when you walk in a room, before you even open your mouth, they can feel your aura, they can feel your energy. And so this is, it's literally emanating from you. And human design shows you exactly who you are, how you're meant to move and interact in the world, and who you are meant to be. And the truth is, if you're feeling a lack of capacity, it is very likely because, like, that not being able to do the simplest of tasks, being exhausted at the end of the day, even though you felt like you didn't do very much. Like, that is a capacity issue. And it's because your aura is filled up with things that aren't for you. Every time you say yes to something, it fills up your aura. So if you're continuing to say yes to the things, it's going to clog up your energy. It's going to weigh you down. It literally weighs you down. So the more you can get to know you, the more that you can clean up and expand your aura, the more you can make room for what it is you truly want. And so, I mean, it's a literal science. It's beautiful. It's this blend of like modern and ancient sciences that all come together. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so the step one to this, to making more room for more energy, for more excitement, for more ease, is really to surrender. Surrender to this moment. Like saying the word made my body fall. Like I could just feel the weight come into my body. Surrender to this moment. Surrender to what is, even if it's not what you want. If you've been in my world for any amount of time, you've heard me say this before. And I get what I'm asking from you. It feels counterproductive. And I recently had to really overcome my own resistance with this. I was so frustrated by this repeating pattern. And I legit said to the universe, how much more do you need from me before you give me what I want? Like, I was just super frustrated and super angry and super annoyed. And I knew that wasn't helping. I knew I was playing in the victim, and I knew exactly what I needed to do. But I was feeling so tired by the work that I resisted it completely. I kept thinking to myself, there has to be another way. There has to be something that I'm missing. Why is this feeling so damn hard? The reason is because I was resisting, because I knew what I needed to do was surrender, and I didn't want to. Like, I was being stubborn in the worst possible way. Sometimes my stubbornness is a gift. Other times it gets in my way. And so I had to follow my own damn advice, to stop looking for a solution. I'm not a problem to fix. Like, my life is not a problem to fix. The way that things are happening is not a problem to fix. I had to slow down and to really go inward and ask myself, what do I really need in this moment? What do I really need? And the answer was clear: surrender, go deeper. That's it. Like, it is subtle, it is strong. This is my intuition that is speaking to me. And I think the reason why we struggle with surrendering and accepting what is that it feels like you're giving up and it feels like resignation. But it isn't resignation. You're not giving up. It means you're accepting where you are, taking responsibility for your choices, and you're open to things being different. So I can tell you what, if I got by on willpower for about 2 years, like literally trying to pull myself across the finish line to get where I wanted, and I got to the end goal, but I was never able to sustain it because I was so sick. Like I had overridden every part of my body that I literally made myself ill. Motivation and willpower and discipline are not the answer. Like that is not, like, surrender is the answer. And what this actually means is that you trust yourself. You trust the universe to take care of you. You trust that this moment is exactly the moment you are meant to be in, even if you don't understand why it's happening. Really having that faith that everything is unfolding just as it should, and that this moment is teaching you something and it's leading you somewhere and it's guiding you somewhere. And surrendering to that is what's going to help fast track your success. And it also is going to bring you sustainable success. Every single thing that I have achieved so far has come because I've surrendered first. And it's hard sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Like, even the, like, but the thing of it is that this is a process you are going to be going through from now until forever. Like from now until forever. Because life is going to happen. Like life is going to life. Like you need to be prepared for life is going to life. But my wish for you, and what I know you want, is for you to be able to navigate life, no matter what it throws you, with ease, excitement, grace, energy. And you can. And it gets to be so much easier. And it gets easier every single time you practice. And the next part of this, step 2, is really allowing yourself to feel all the emotions that come with that. And this is where I see a lot of people fumble because you're afraid of the emotion. You're afraid to go deep into the feels, to allow yourself to feel the depth of the frustration, of the anger, of the sadness, of the grief. I know when I first started this, I was like, I'll never get past the pain. Like it'll never stop. Like the pain will be forever. I mean, the pain was already here. I was so sick. Like I was chronic migraines and dealing with a diabetes diagnosis and back pain and foot pain. I was on 6 months of bed rest. Like there was so much happening, and like the pain was already here, but the emotional pain, I was so afraid about. I thought I was a hot mess. Like I thought I was a hot mess under it all, and I was like, there's no fixing what I've broken. Like I knew I had neglected myself for so long that I felt like there was no fixing what was broken. Now that was at the worst of the worst. The further I got along, and the more that I was able to adjust, I was like, okay, no, I'm not broken. I just need to take the next step. And the next step is allowing yourself to feel the pain that you've been avoiding. Emotions are just energy that needs to move in your body. It needs to be felt. It needs to be processed, and it needs to be released. If this is something that we taught in school, oh my God, everyone would be so much better off. But we're taught to suppress and to be quiet and to not get angry and to not get upset and to stop crying and to stop being so sensitive. And so we are not comfortable with feeling the feels and allowing ourselves to go deep on the pain. And I'm not saying like this is not something that has to be I'm going to crawl into a ball on my couch all day and cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. That's not what you need to do. Like, you still have to live your life. You still have things to do. There are things to, you have jobs to go to, and you have businesses to run, and you have families to take care of, and, groceries to get, and dinner to cook, and laundry to do, and houses to clean, and all those things. So you might not have time for what you feel like is going to be a nervous breakdown. But it's not going to be a nervous breakdown. I felt like I was having a nervous breakdown. I think probably the medical community would say that I did have a nervous breakdown. But I tell you what, even that, which was a few years ago, I navigated that like a pro. And I'm so proud of how I showed up in that, even though it was tough. And even though there was a lot of crying, and even though my husband was like, "Are you really okay?" Yes, I promise I am okay. I just need to get it out. And so the more that you're able to allow yourself to feel and move that energy in your body, the more you're removing your own resistance by surrendering. That is when you get to experience true alignment. That is when you get more peace, more joy, more satisfaction, more surprise, more success. And listen, I did this morning. I did the surrender piece. I was like, nope, we're not resisting. We're surrendering. We're being like, okay, we don't feel the greatest today. What's the plan here? And so I did some yoga, I had some water, I let myself sit. I'm like, I'm not forcing myself to do anything. I'm going to just allow myself to feel and just be and sit with my coffee and see what comes up and see what comes through. Have myself a little cry, and here I am. And that's it. Like that is it. That is as simple as it gets to be when you're consistently doing this for yourself. And it's just a part of your day. It doesn't have to be part of every day. It's not something that happens all the time. But this is what brings us to our final step, which is aligning to who you truly are. And that is about cleaning up that aura, releasing all the shoulds. There's nothing you should be doing. There's no one you need to be. Your one and only job is to be who you are. The fullness of who you are. All parts of you. The fun, the messy, the sad, the angry. It's all a part of you. And you can't have one without the other. You always get to decide where you play. You can play in the sadness or you can play in the joy. Like, you get to decide, but it's all a part of you and you're going to experience it all. So when you're able to know and align to your human design, that is what helps you through it all. Because your energy is unique, just like you, beautiful and messy. And so imagine the toll that it takes on you and your body when you are constantly resisting what you know you need, and when you are constantly suppressing the emotions that are demanding to be felt. Imagine the toll that takes on your body. You don't have to imagine it. You are experiencing it. That migraine isn't just a headache. Your pain is not exclusively physical. It's overwhelm from your overworked head center. Your cramps aren't just endometriosis. It's not just a physical thing. It's showing up when you compromise your boundaries again and again. Your belly issues aren't just because you have poor gut health and because you've eaten processed foods for most of your life. It's the result of trapped emotions. Your pain isn't just physical. It's the result of all of you. And your pain is actually trying to teach you something. Your human design is your guide to help you feel healthier, happier, more vibrant, more excited, more lit up. And the reason that I know that this is true, because I didn't even make the distinction for myself until I was way down the road of my own certification for human design. I decided to do the certification for human design before I made this connection for myself, because I trusted and knew that this was part of my path. My intuition led me down this path, even before I understood the connection. The connection came, the more I got to know myself and the more that I got to experience my life as I aligned to my design, the less pain I felt, the less flares I was having, the less I felt tired and run down, the more I was able to navigate the ups and downs of life without it burning me out or making me crash. And I'm like, huh, this isn't just good for my business. This is good for my health. This is good for my body. This is good for my relationships. This is good for everything. Like, this helps everything. And so the life that you want comes as a result of aligning to who you truly are, and you're getting to know and aligning to your human design is the fastest way to fast track that success. And it allows you to say yes because it sets your soul on fire, or it allows you to say no without guilt because you value your own well-being more than you value being a good friend, a good sister, a good wife, a good daughter. And when you're following your own inner compass instead of doing what makes sense, can't tell you how many things I did because it made sense and because someone told me to do that. And so being able to have this level of discernment for myself now that's like, nope, my body's not excited by that. I'm not going to do that, is amazing. Now, sometimes I do have trouble communicating it because I'm like, oh, people are going to think I'm crazy. It's like, nope, my body's not excited by that, so I'm not going to do that. But I mean, I don't have to explain myself at all, but I do like and part of using my voice and sharing what I do is being able to communicate and say, no, this is not how I live my life. And this is, I go by what excites me and what lights me up and what makes me feel good. And this doesn't do that. And then all of a sudden when you start aligning more to who you truly are, you start feeling better. And it starts with the small things where exercise suddenly becomes fun instead of a chore, where self-care becomes the most like rebellious act of self-love instead of a luxury that you don't have time for. And that is what helps you to start make room in your aura. The more that you say no, there's something else coming in. And the more that you practice, the more that your aura grows. And making room for what you truly want instead of clogging it up with visions of who you think you should be. There's no one you need to be. There's nothing you should be doing. The more that you increase the connection to you, to your body, you're moving through challenges quickly. You're trusting yourself to handle anything that comes your way. You're having those long, tough, long overdue conversations instead of isolating yourself from the people that you love. You start being honest about where you are and what you need. You start flowing through your life without fear of flares taking you down. I used to be afraid to leave the house without like my bag of goodies because I was frightened to death that I was going to have some kind of flare while I was out, or that I had overextended myself this week. So am I actually going to be able to go to my friend's party? Because I don't know if I'm going to be well enough. Like, I've pushed too hard, I've done too much. And now I don't know if my body is going to support me in doing the things that I actually enjoy. That was a huge thing that happened again and again because I was trying to be the good girl. I was trying to be the people pleaser. I was trying to be the good employee. I was trying to be everything for everyone else. And I was sacrificing my own well being to do it. But the more that you lean into who you really are, and the more that you say no to the things that aren't for you and say yes to the things that are, your pain lessens, your joy increases. And this is exactly the work that we're doing inside your soul flow reset. If you've been around for the last few weeks, you have seen me talk about this a lot. It is the group opens tomorrow. A kickoff call is on Wednesday. So you still have a few days to jump in and join the fun. I'm really excited about this experience. It's the first experience I've done like this. It's a 30-day healing experience where we are resetting your body, restoring your energy, reclaiming your joy, helping you align more deeply to who you are and what is important to you. This is not a one size fits all container. This is designed for you, your energy, your body, what it is you value, what is important to you, your goals. It is all about you. It is happening inside of a group experience, but it is like dedicated to you and who you are, and really helping you anchor into your body instead of escaping into your mind, helping you amplify what's working while releasing what was never yours to begin with. This is the ultimate gift of self-love, the biggest gift that you could give to yourself. 30 incredible days dedicated to you, your well-being, using your human design as the roadmap. What do you say? Do you want to come play? The group opens tomorrow, kickoff call on Wednesday. Drop your favorite emoji into the comments if you're ready to say yes to you. When was the last time you said yes to you? When was the last time you gave yourself 30 days dedicated to you, your well-being, what's important to you, who you are? I don't know if you've ever done it. I would love for you to try it out, to play. And I know today's topic has been a little bit heavier because we're talking about emotions and feeling the feels and being overwhelmed and feeling like life is just a little bit too much. But this container is designed to be light and fun and simple. And yes, you're probably going to cry and you're probably going to have emotions. Emotions and crying are alchemy. It's how you release what is not meant for you. And it's a beautiful release. You know how good it feels after like a really long crying jag where you just get it out. Sometimes I will intentionally watch something sad just so I can get it out, so I can get the emotions out. It's moving the energy. This is what we're doing. We're moving the energy. We're moving with your body. We're playing with what's for you. It's going to be fun. It's going to be beautiful. And it is designed exclusively for you. Who's in? Who wants to play? Who has questions? Let me know if you have questions about any of this. Let me know if there is something that feels like it's missing for you. Slide into my messages if you want to have a chat, or if you have questions, or if there's something that isn't clear for you. I am definitely here to support you. There's also some new and exciting things that are coming down the pipeline, but this is my focus right now. So I just want to play with you. I want to support you. I want you to know what it feels like when you prioritize you. So come play. Have the most incredible day. That's it for me, and we will chat again soon. I'll put all the details for the reset into the comments. I have a pretty full day today, so I may not be available to respond to messages until later this evening, but I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And you know I love to respond, my 4-6 sacral generator vibes. And I'm going to take a moment to celebrate because I wanted to do this in less than 45 minutes and we're at 34. That's amazing for me. Because if you've been in my world, you know that I sometimes have a tendency to just go, 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 go. So I'm proud that we stuck to the script and we did the things, and we are done with plenty of time for you to enjoy this beautiful day. All the love and light from my heart to yours, wishing you the most magnificent day ever. Bye.